Hello! Today I'm showing you guys my Booktube-A-Thon TBR. I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to participate this year. I'll probably try... The light's dimming. I'll probably try at least reading-wise. I can't promise daily videos though. I'm going to try to post at least updates, if not the video challenges. So before we get into the reading challenges, I'm just going to say these two books are the books I'm reading right now. The Silver Eyes, which is the first Five Nights at Freddy's book, and Spy School by Stuart Gibbs. I hope I'm done with these two by then, but they might be part of my Booktube-A-Thon TBR. So the first challenge was to let a coin toss decide what you read. And when I first heard her say that, I interpreted it as pick two books and flip a coin, and the one that wins gets to be on your TBR. But since I've watched a couple TBR videos, I'm pretty sure she meant pick all the books that go on your TBR, pick two of them, and flip a coin to see which one you read first for the beginning of the Booktube-A-Thon. But I'm going to do it the way I interpreted it because it's actually very useful to me. When we finished out Booktube-A-Thon last year, I realized that their challenge was to read 7 books, and also there are 7 books in the Chronicles of Narnia. And so I thought that's perfect. Next year I'll just get the Chronicles of Narnia and just read the whole series. Then, more recently, I realized that Booktube-A-Thon is a really good time to catch up on my 39 Clues reading. Because as small as the 39 Clues books are, they have a lot of information in them, and there's a lot of them. And I keep having to restart the series, and since I've gotten a set of the first 10 recently, it's a good time for me to binge read through them. And it would also be very quick to read them because most of them would be rereads. I don't think I could get up to book 7, which is the one I got to last time during the Booktube-A-Thon, unless I read just them. But I'm going to use a coin toss to figure out which series to go for. So here are the first 2 books in the 2 series. We have the 39 Clues, which I don't like this cover, so if it wins, I'm going to have to buy a new one. And The Magician's Nephew, and yes, I will be reading them in chronological order, not publication date order. Also, before I flip it, here's an American coin. That's heads. This is tails. For anyone who isn't American watching this video and finds this interesting, I only thought to do this because I saw someone else in a different country than me show off their coin and I thought it was cool, so there you go. Since the 39 Clues has a bunch of skulls on it, I'm going to make that heads, and the Chronicles of Narnia has a bunch of animal characters, so that's tails. Heads. So I'll be reading the 39 Clues series, probably not all 10 of them, but hopefully at least 3. This is probably going to be my main goal for Booktube-A-Thon, but I'm still going to pick out other ones for the other challenges too. I'm probably going to layer a lot of challenges, but for the sake of making this video interesting, I'm going to pick a different book for each challenge. So challenge 2 is to read a book with someone doing something you want to do in it. For this one, I'm going with Winter of the Ice Wizard, which is the 32nd book in the Magic Treehouse series, because who doesn't want to travel through time and space in a Magic Treehouse? And yes, this was on last year's Booktube-A-Thon TBR 2. I actually started reading it for it, and as you can see, I still haven't finished it, so I'm gonna finish it this time. Challenge 3 is to read and watch a movie adaptation, and since it's the 3rd challenge, why don't we pick 3 books for possibilities? Because all 3 of these I think would be good ones, but I'm not sure which one I want to read yet. Do I have to bring out the coin again? I have Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, James and the Giant Peach, and Fantastic Mr. Fox, all by Ronald Dahl. All 3 of these are pretty short books, and they have a lot of pictures, and in fact I could probably read them in one sitting. Fantastic Mr. Fox might be the one I read because it's the smallest of the 3. The 4th challenge is to read a book with green on the cover. I really liked that Ariel picked my favorite color out of all of the possible colors. For this, I'm going to read 100 Cupboards by N.D. Wilson. Well, I'm going to reread it so I can continue on with the series, because it's been a while since I read this one. Pretty much the whole cover is tinted green. I also started reading this for another readathon, and I only got like this far into it, so hopefully I'll do better this time. The 5th challenge is to read a book while wearing the same hat the entire time you're reading it. I'm not going to pick a book for this, I'm just going to use one of the ones from the rest of my TBR, but I am going to pick a hat. So I'm going to model a few. I'll have a little number up in one of these corners, and you guys can vote which number hat to wear in the comments. So let's go. Comment below which one I should wear. The 6th challenge is to read a book with a beautiful spine. Not a beautiful front cover, not a beautiful back cover, a beautiful spine. So we're looking for beautiful spines. There's really nothing particularly catching my attention. The Time Fetch has a pretty cover, but I'm not sure I want to read that. This is kind of a cool cover, but do you see how big that book is? Bad Magic has a cool spine, but it's too big. My copy of Murder on the Orient Express is really pretty. I think I'm going with The Imaginary by A.F. Harold. I don't know much about this book except it's about imaginary friends. It's fairly short and it has a lot of pictures. Look at that spine. Like, that's a really nice spine with the letters. It's really cool. It's really pretty. Really beautiful. That's the challenge word. The final challenge is to read 7 books.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
I have 18 books picked out for the Booktube-A-Thon, so I think that covers the 7. Even if I took out the series I had in here, I'd still have 8. So I think I'm covered. Actually, if I read Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I'm going to read Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator after that, because I kind of want to read them back to back, because this one starts right as that one ends. So I actually have 19 books picked out. I was hoping this would be a little more filled up, but I was expecting to have a hat to put here. I didn't plan on letting you vote for the hat. So imagine a hat being here so it looks pretty in your mind's eye, and something in this space right here. Whatever you want, and tell me in the comments what you imagined here. Also, because I feel like someone's going to comment, I'm not going to wear Thomas for the hat. That's kind of the obvious option. I didn't wear him as an option, but I'm not going to wear him the whole time I'm reading a book. I'm not going to do that. That's my Booktube-A-Thon TBR for this year. I'm still not sure exactly how much I'll be participating. I'm going to try to do the reading and maybe little daily updates every day of Booktube-A-Thon. I'm not sure if I'll do the challenges. I'll try, I think. If you've released your Booktube-A-Thon TBR, leave a link to it in the comments so that I can come watch yours. And don't forget to vote for which hat you want me to wear. That's all for today. Bye. Ah! Ow. I didn't mean to hit you that hard, but I did.